We wait a little bit for the newcomers. I think they're coming up soon. Okay, good morning, everyone. It's good of you to come and join us. I apologize for being a little bit late. We have new people here, and I wanted to have a slide to talk to you, but it's not ready yet. So let me get started anyway. This is Buddhist meditation. And many new people here. This is Buddhist meditation, and we call it Chan because its origin is from Chinese meditation. I learned it from my Chinese teacher, Great Master YongHua, who is a patriarch in Mahayana as well as a patriarch in the Wei-Yang lineage. All right. So what is Buddhist meditation? There's a process here that I learned from my Chinese teacher. That is, we sit with you, and then we speak Dharma to you. We sit with you because that's part of the advantages that you have when you come to attend these classes in person, whether it's at the temple or maybe the next best thing would be online. You sit for an hour. This is maintenance. Okay, if you were to do it by yourself, it's called maintenance every day. You need to take care of yourself every day, very much like you have to brush your teeth. If not, your teeth will decay. You don't exercise, your muscles become weak. I know, I'm getting older, and my knees are getting weaker than last year. Up until last year, I had no problems. But this year, about this month or so, in January or February or so, my right knee became a little bit weaker than normal. Okay, so I realized I have to exercise. I have to now take training my knees more seriously. Otherwise, it will deteriorate. That's natural. Our muscles will degrade. That's part of life. It's called aging. Same thing. If you don't maintain your physical health, your body will not be optimal. Similarly, meditation is maintaining your spiritual health. Yes, there's such a thing as spiritual health. Because if you maintain your spiritual health, then you'll be physically healthier, intellectually sharper, emotionally more stable, more pleasant, and finally, spiritually happier. This is how important it is. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be an engineer, you could be a regular person, a blue-collar worker, okay? Each one of us, whether you're a CEO of a company, if you don't meditate, you're missing out. Now, I mean it. I've been teaching for over 20 years now. I've seen enough of you, okay? I live a long enough of a life to know what happens to my body, to my mind, to my spirits. Okay? So it's how important it is. You need to meditate. Okay? If you didn't, your life is not complete. I know it sounds casual, but it's a very, very important point. Okay? This is what superior people do. You wouldn't imagine. I went up to Northern California, and I came there, and I said, I'm here to train engineers because Silicon Valley is critical to the health of California and the welfare of the nation. Okay? People didn't take me seriously, but I trained all sorts of people up there the last over 5 years. And the difference, it shows. Okay? And so I don't have much time left. Maybe another 10 years. I hope for 20 years. Okay? But I've been teaching for 20 years already. My teacher came to the U.S. and he taught for about 30 years, and he died. I hope to reach the same level, 30 years, and then I move on to do something else. But because there's so much work, so many people who are taking the training very seriously, so I hope to be able to stick around for 40 years total to teach actively. Okay, and after that, I will slow down and go on vacation. Overdue vacation. And I start working part-time only. That's my wish. Okay? Why? Because training you in Chan is very important for the welfare and the wealth of our countries. We compete in the West in this modern era by contributing. We don't make excuses. We perform. We contribute. This is how we justify our existence, okay, and improve our quality of life and make the world better for the future generations. And I mean it. Make a lot of babies, folks. You don't need to be afraid. 4 kids, that's all I ask. 4 kids. We need children, folks. You stop making children, who's going to pay for my Social Security? And yours. Think about it. It's a matter of survival, hey? And so, I want to continue to train you because I noticed that people, when they receive training, the majority of you, the overwhelming majority of you improves so much. It's so incredible. And what's a big deal? I look at you, I see you're healthier, look younger. I know it's kind of vain, okay? Without plastic surgery. And happier. That's what it's about. If you do this, you don't enjoy yourself, you don't like it, what's the point? To me, the Asian style of cultivation, where it came from, whether Vietnam and China, and that's my primary influences, they have this idea that you become a monk, you practice, and you sort of become above it all. You know, attached to red cars, good food. What's the point in living, folks? Okay? You gotta enjoy yourself. That's called the middle way. What I learned originally when I first started is about give up everything. Okay? Be poor, be everything. Yes, being poor is very important, by the way. If you're a monk, you should be poor because that's how you improve a lot faster than otherwise. You should not be greedy for money, for fame, for profit. That's not what monks do. Okay? You should not be greedy at all. Okay? And so, traditionally, I had the ideal to go up to the mountain. I can't, I love to tell you. And when I first started 20 years ago, I said, you're a real man, a real monk. You got to be able to go to the mountain. Okay, like the great monks like Master YongHua, the Taiwanese monks and so forth, and the Sri Lankan monks and Tibetan monks, they go to the mountain, like in Nepal, for example, and you just stay there for 5 years and 10 years and so forth. And you come down the mountain when you're ready and so forth. Nah, not me, not anymore. Because training in the city is a lot harder but a lot faster for you. This is why I prefer to have temples in the cities. The bigger the cities, the better. Because it's chaos, because there's a lot of challenges, lots of difficulties, okay? And if you're able to cultivate in that environment, you can make progress very, very fast. Okay? And so that's why after 20 years, we've seen enough, and I will continue this path because I hope to be able to transfer my knowledge to your generation. Okay? It's a lot to learn, a lot to do. Okay? And unlike the ancient times where I love to bring this up, the great Chinese emperors, they have the wisdom, they have the blessings, they really care for their people. So they said, I want to make Buddhism become an asset for the empire. So the Chinese emperors send the monks to India and to bring back Mahayana. Okay, so it's very arduous trip. The first one was Xuanzang. Okay, Great Master Xuanzang. He went to India and took him about 14 to 16 years before he could come back. Okay, and he brought back with him a lot of sutras in Sanskrit. And then the emperors then erected temples, built temples, and sponsored monks, up to 3,000 at this temple here in Baima, the White Horse Temple. 3,000 monks whose job is to translate sutras from Sanskrit into Chinese. It's so big of a temple that at night, when they're after hours, they would have to ride a horse. Regular person, monks cannot ride horses, by the way. Okay, we can ride cars, but not horses. Go figure. I have no idea why is that. Okay. It's okay to drive a Maserati, but not a horse. Yes, sir, in the back.
Master, is that okay for them to sit in the back of a carriage and then we shake the horse, or not okay just to sit on the horse?
It's not okay to sit on a horse.
But sitting in the carriage is okay, right?
I don't know about that. I need to check the Vinaya. I'm more interested in riding horses. It's more fun. You sit in a carriage when you're a prince, like Prince or King Charles or something. But for me, I prefer to ride a horse. Okay. Anyway, so anyway, let me go to the point I want to share with you today. Okay. So what is this Chan meditation here? It's based on the Buddha's teaching. In the bequeathed sutra teaching, the sutra, the last instructions of the Buddha before he died, before he left, before he went, he says, let me tell you, these are my last words. And in that sutra, he says, it's addressed particular to bhikshus or monks, meaning he's very worried about monks. He says, you should know about meditation. Why? Because you're supposed to teach meditation. So let me teach you what meditation is about. And so part of the instruction here is to place the mind in one place. There is nothing that cannot be achieved. Okay? It says, True xin yi chu, wu shi bu ban. Okay, in Chinese. Okay, and so this is the basis of Buddhist meditation. In all meditation practices, this is what it's about. You place the mind in one place. What does it mean? Placing the mind in one place. Actually, the Chinese character "chu" here has multiple meanings. Number one is place. Put the mind in one place. Okay. Second meaning is hold the mind with your hand in one place. Okay. Vietnamese cầm. I don't know what's Korean. No Korean here today. Cầm. Because Vietnamese and Korean, the Korean translator, invented a language from the Vietnamese, if you ask me. Okay. True here is cầm. Cầm meaning you hold. Vietnamese hold. Okay. You hold the mind in the hand in one place, like this. Okay. And another last meaning is to direct it, to manage it, okay, in one place. So that's a few meanings. But what it basically means is if you somehow manage to control your mind and do not let it move from one place, there's nothing you cannot do. Yes, 8.
Master, when you said about come, that holding...
Come is something else. Come.
Come.
Yeah, it's like English. Come.
Come.
Come to daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, come.
So that
With more emphatic. Come.
So when you're holding your mind, are you using force?
Yes, with your hand. It's on you. You hold a kid. You say he's moving too much. You hold it and say, "Hey, son, don't move." All right. What's Korean for that?
In ChatGPT, the several meanings were there, and then there was 대화하다.
대화하다. There you go. Very good. And so, it's nothing that cannot be achieved, meaning whatever is important to you, whether you're doing research, whether you are worried about a problem, you have a problem at work, you have some problems with interpersonal relationships, anything, okay, that you must achieve. What do? You place your mind in one place. That's how pervasive it is. It's called problem solving. Yes, 6.
Emitofuo, Master. I do remember the first times that I start coming at the temple. I don't know, you remember that I had really issues with being angry. And I do remember one time I was so angry and I called my friend to tell me the address of the temple. And I remember I sat down, and interesting thing is that, I don't know, it just came to my mind right now that you were saying about a horse. I remember I sat down, and then this big horse came in front of me, and I think it was representing that anger. And I remember I just grabbed it from the, I don't know what these things that they have to hold them.
The tail?
No, it was in the front, from the head. You know, how do you hold
I'm kidding. You hold its tail. Boy, are you asking for trouble.
No, I do remember that I hold it and I say, and it was so like this wild, untamed animal, and these horses were so big. Yeah, no, I didn't write it. No,
the reins.
Oh, the reins, yeah. So I hold it from the reins, but it keep on like lifting the legs, and I kept on saying, "No more, no more, no more."
No, that's when you hold it and you use one hand. You go, Yahoo!
I wish I would have write it, Master. But I was on the ground, and I remember saying no more until finally he sees. And from that time on, for me to get angry, like really it takes a lot, and to get to that level of angry, because I remember that time I say, if I don't control this anger, I'm gonna hurt this person. And that's why from that time on, my anger, it seems like, I want to say that it went away, but it just takes a lot. And that's what I decided to stay. I think the Buddhas helped me to tame that horse and to calm and seize that. I just wanted to say that. It was interesting that you were saying a horse. And at that time, nothing else came but to just hold it and say no more. Because I didn't want to be that angry. It was hurting me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Master.
In California, we use horse. In Texas, we use a bull. Never mind. So we're very flexible, you know. If I go to Texas, and I never will, I mean, just kidding. Okay. And so, there's nothing that cannot be done. Any problem you need to fix, to find solution for, you meditate. Meditation is to place the mind in one place. Okay? That's a skill that you will develop. The more advanced you are in meditation, okay, the easier it is for you to put your mind in one place. Control your mind in one place. Do not allow it to move away from there. Is that clear? That's a principle behind it. That's a theory behind it. Okay? That's all there is to it. Now you understand why we spend an hour speaking to you. Usually it's 20 minutes. My Chinese teacher, he only asks his students to speak Dharma for 20 minutes. After sitting for 1 hour, we would speak to you in 20 minutes and in English, and there's Chinese people there, so we have to translate in Chinese. Therefore, we actually only need to speak 10 minutes. That's all. For us, we speak to you in English for 1 hour, so 6 times more, if you will, with simultaneous translation to various languages, okay? Because this is how you progress a lot faster, okay? We give you plenty of time to ask questions, and we teach you about the principles behind what we do, and we discuss it among ourselves, all right? And so, the question is, the theory is that you place your mind in one place, but that's a theory. In Chinese, it's called Li, okay? The principle, the theory, okay? The question is, how do you do that? So Chan training is to help you develop the skills to place your mind in one place. That's what it's about. What does it mean, placing your mind in one place? Here's what happens. I spell it out for you. Placing your mind in one place means that you could be sitting there, okay, and let's start first at the lowest level. You cross your legs, or you sit still there. You keep your body still, okay, and you look at the problem. That's all you do. You keep on looking at the problem. Keep staring at the problem. Don't think. Don't try to analyze, okay? You can do it at the other time. But when you meditate, simply look. You stare at it. That's all. You keep your mind there in one place, meaning think about that problem. That's it. Do not try to argue. Don't try to reason. Don't try to analyze. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Don't even smile, okay? Because I know some Vietnamese teacher says, smile. Don't do that. Please don't. Okay? Simply look at it. Okay? Just stare. That's all. Okay? With your mind, with your eyes closed. Just with your mind, think that one problem you have. Let's say, I'm angry. I'm angry. I am angry. I'm angry. That's all. Something more practical. I'm tired. Anyone? You're tired, right? Ordinary people, what do? Glass of beer, sugar, candies, right? What do? Chan people do? Cross your legs. I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. You recover from your tiredness a lot faster. Yes, 8.
Thank you, Master. You have a question here from Cordelia. Emitofuo, Master. I've been concentrating more with teaching Evan the spiritual side of life. Now, maybe I need to teach him how to think critically. How do I do that?
It will come naturally when you go to school. This is what happens when you send your kids to schools. Kindergarten, elementary school, junior high, high school, college, and so forth. They'll be taught how to think, and that's a very important skill. You learn how to think, okay? But naturally, if you meditate, if people learn to meditate, they'll be able to learn faster and better. Because this is a universal skill. Doesn't matter what you are, whether you're studying, whether you're working in any type of field, you have what? Problems. Right? Every day we have problems. Okay? And Chan is a skill that enables you to solve your problems a lot faster and better than otherwise. That's how important it is. Especially the Americans, our American culture, our country, our heritage. We're very proud here. I know there are not many white people here, but we're all Americans. Okay? Our strength is problem solving, right? We are very creative. We push the envelope. We invent. And we push our limits. Okay? And we solve our problems better. One of the best problem solvers in the world are Americans. No two ways about it. Other people might resort to stealing our secrets from us. Doesn't bother us. If you can steal, feel free. But will you? Come up with better inventions. We We improve upon our past, our achievements. We're not scared at all. Okay? And so the way that you stay ahead of the competition is by competing better, by creating more, by being more creative, by becoming a better problem solver. We're not talking about something that is abstract. We're talking about the daily life problems, how to get along better with your better half, with someone you love, someone you care about, your colleagues, your bosses, your children. Those are important issues, okay? And you have these issues, whether you try to teach your kids about a more spiritual part of life, you will always have better ideas on how to do it. Okay? How? By placing your mind on that issue, on that problem, in one place. So you sit, you meditate, and you look at the problem that you try to solve. Keep looking, that's all. Don't think, don't analyze. Because why not? Because when you stand up, you think about it. You drive, you think about it, okay? That's what you do naturally. But when you meditate, I'm teaching you a very simple skill. Just look. Look. If you start thinking, drop the thoughts, look. 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 That's all. You do that long enough, naturally, something click. Your mind of wisdom, which is different from your thinking mind, kicks in for unpredictably kicks in. That's when you're able to see the solution that your thinking mind cannot. Whether you're an artist, whether you're a physician or surgeon, doesn't matter. CEO of a company, chairman of a company, that's all you do. Look, look, and look. Don't think. You'll be amazed on how creative you can be. How you can naturally think outside of the box. Look, 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 don't think. That's the first drill you do. Okay, second drill. You want to learn more, or we stop here today? Oh, you've been listening. Oh, okay. Another way, okay, is when you meditate, you don't always have a problem. You say, I just want to meditate. I meditate because Master YongHua says so. That's good enough for me. I meditate because it's good for my health, good for, all the good things that will happen in my life because of my meditation. It will happen naturally. You don't have to be greedy about it. You just do it. Good things will happen to you. When you do good things, like meditation, there's some good results from that naturally. You don't have to worry about it. When it's going to come, it will come when it comes. But it's there. Okay? So at times you just meditate because it's time to meditate, so you meditate. So you'll be learning different methods of meditation, such as breathing, you heard of it before, breath counting, metta-kindness. We don't teach those things because it's too slow for us, okay? Like for babies, it's okay. It works initially, but eventually it becomes limited, okay? So we don't teach them at all. We don't rather teach you to recite the Buddha's name. Okay? Recite Wan Yin's name. You recite a mantra. You said do the Hua and so forth. Okay, we teach you a lot of different Dharma doors you practice. So when you don't have a problem, practice those things. I tell you something magical is going to happen as you practice. Okay, all these Dharma doors, the various practices we teach you. All of a sudden, every now and then, some of the problems that you had, suddenly the solution pops up in your mind without thinking about them. Personally, when I have a major decision to make, okay, like should I accept this person as a left-home person? Should I open another branch? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I get a red car? The problem has not been solved yet, by the way. That's what I do. I meditate. And until I see something, I will not do anything. That's how I live my life. All the major decisions, I meditate on them first. I don't jump. Okay? Yes, too, because I found out when I use my brains, my emotions get in the way, and I lack clarity of mind. Okay?
Master, thank you for the what you said about creativity with the meditation, because I was able to be more creative at some parts and write down some ideas, and just want to thank you for that. And it helped me with sometimes I'll just look at the wall or meditate and zone out, and it would come to me naturally, and with some of the artwork and stuff too. Thank you.
That's right. That's this meditation skill here, the training, will help you develop the ability to allow your superior mind, if you will. Your thinking mind is trained at school. At the trade schools, at the universities, you learn how to think, how to analyze. You get paid for that. Okay? But what we're teaching you in Chan is use the better mind, okay, to solve the problems that your thinking mind cannot. So ordinary people can only depend on the thinking mind, okay? Superior people use thinking mind first, and when it gets to the end, they use a non-thinking mind to go further. Not many people know that in this world. I went to Silicon Valley. I don't think they get it yet. They don't believe. He said, I have to work 6 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day. How can I find time to meditate? And you know what? I didn't have the heart to tell them that for 10, 12 hours you're thinking with you're only working with your thinking mind, okay? You're not using your best. Your best is when you use your thinking mind to its end, and then you stop, you meditate. That's when your superior non-thinking mind will kick in naturally. That's why you are far better problem solver than ordinary people who are totally dependent on the thinking mind. Let me tell you, the best engineers of Silicon Valley, if they did what I just told you, we have so many more patents, we'll be so much further ahead of any competition. Our competitors cannot keep up with us because we are better problem solvers through Chan. It's not about Silicon Valley, it's about you. You can improve your quality of life where you are by using Chan. You not? It's very much like, what's the analogy? If you don't meditate, you don't practice Chan, it's like you go through life every day and you're not using what? AI. Nowadays, I'm quoting Jensen Huang, the father of the AI hardware, NVIDIA. He told his employees, they're all millionaires, by the way, okay? Most of them are millionaires, multi-millionaires, okay? He told them, if you're not using AI every day, you're not a good engineer. You're missing out on life. I use AI every single day. Every single day. That's how much work I have to do. Same thing. You don't use AI, you're falling behind your competition. You don't do Chan, you're falling behind your competition. Let me tell you. We can be better by doing Chan, folks. No excuses. Same, very much like you don't use AI, you're wasting time. You can be a lot more efficient by using AI. 7.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for sharing the example of the engineer who works 10 to 12 hours a day for 6 days a week and says, how could I find the time to meditate? Just to share a small amount of my personal experience, a metric that might make this more accessible. Imagine in those 10 to 12 hours that you remove the time you spend being confused, being distracted,
spinning your wheels,
not having insight, deliberating. I've found I'm able to do now more in 6 hours than I could do in days.
Impressive. Try to bring it down to 5 and then 4. I'm serious. You can be better still. But thank you for sharing that with us. Next. It's real, folks. It's not, if you're not doing it, you're losing grounds. Don't worry about DeepSeek. Don't worry about the Europeans. Don't worry about, just be better yourself. That's all. You can be better. Make yourself better. You can. Because others have done it already. Yes, 8.
Thank you, Master. There's a question here from Diego. Emitofuo, Master, will we ever have a branch in Latin America? Maybe next to the beach? Thank you, Master.
Would you count Bahamas as the Americas? Yes, sir, 7.
Thank you, Master. I also wanted to share about using AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you. Using AI every day is a very important tool.
It saves time. I used to sit there and surf the internet and try to parse information from one side to go to the next and the next and the next. AI just does it for you. I use ChatGPT Pro mode. Took 9 minutes. Before it took 9 hours, 9 days.
Again, I think that the true multiplier is when you have the insight, when you know how to direct the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're just saying, what sentence do I say? Which model do I use?
Yeah.
Sure, you're going to burn some water in the Midwest, and thanks for killing the environment unnecessarily. But when you know, I want this question answered for this specific reason, this cause for this effect, that's where I've seen just exponential gains.
Yes.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not always 100% of the time, but it's often enough that it's very, very effective to me in general. Anyone else? Okay, I'm running out of juice. Anyone else? I place in mind one place, and that's it. So next skill level is that you practice the thing you practice, and naturally happens. Okay, and finally, I don't want to mislead you into thinking that is a guarantee. It's another factor that you need to consider as well. Is that when you have a problem and you're able to find a solution, it's not simply your meditation skills alone, but also what's involved? Your blessings. You can be skilled, you can be very smart, you can be brilliant, but if you don't deserve it, then you cannot get there. Okay? What I mean by deserve it is, if you have the blessings to be able to reap the benefits, then you get there naturally. You don't have enough blessings, you're going to struggle mightily. Okay? Don't want to mislead you at all. It's like automatic. If I have a problem, I need something, I want something. I meditate, I get it. No, you meditate, you get it because you have the skills, number one. Number two, the blessings. You deserve it. Okay? And blessings come from doing good and being gooder. No two ways about it. Okay? There's also, of course, there's also a path where people teach you about evil, and when you do evil, you still can get it, and you more evil, you get more, but that's only temporary. It comes back, it comes around, and you'll be obstructed big time. Okay? You steal from people, you scam people, it works temporarily, okay? You go ahead temporarily, but then your evil deeds, your evil karma will come back and haunt you and stop you. Whereas if you do good deeds, become gooder, okay, you improve. Same process. You're more evil, you improve. You can improve as well. But when you gooder, the difference is that when the good karma comes around, you propelled higher and faster. That's the difference. That's why stay on the good side. Refrain from doing evil, folks. Don't harm others. It's very short-sighted to scam others, to steal from others. Okay? In the long haul, you will be sorry. Mark my words. Right now, when you're being good and gooder, you are suffering some losses, but that's only temporary. It will come back much bigger than before. We're proud of that. For 20 years, we don't do harm on purpose to anyone. Don't try to cheat anyone. perfectly happy being poor, being obscure, being slandered, okay? But we don't harm people. We don't cheat people. In the end, about how you feel inside of yourself. When you hurt others, when you cheat others, your own self-nature disapproves of you. It says, I don't like you. If you don't like yourself, your true nature does not approve of yourself. How can you live with yourself? How can anyone live with you if you yourself don't like yourself? Deep down. Think about it, folks. Don't worry about gains, short-term gains. Stick to, I will not harm others. I will not cheat others. I will not scam others. I only do good. And you see a huge difference in your quality of your life. That's what I mean by blessings, by deserving it. When you cheat others, you gain temporarily. Especially you pick on people who are not as smart as you, weaker than you, poorer than you. You gain temporarily. It comes around and will hurt you. Even tycoons have to pay for their retributions. It's scary, let me tell you. I don't dare name names because these powerful people may take offense at that, but they're suffering ultimately. Okay? When you don't live a wholesome life, what do? You're so stressed out, you go home, what do? Take a very expensive whiskey and drink it, right? To calm yourself. And you become what? An alcoholic. And you inhale because you can afford it. And guess what? You're hurting yourself. This is fundamental, folks. There's no cheating Mother Nature. There's difference between good and evil. You do good, good things will come around. You do bad things will come around. Okay? Believe. That's the ultimate truth of the universe. Don't worry about all the big things, the rich and poor and famous and so forth. Stick to the fundamentals. I do good, good things will come back to me. I do evil, people will come back to me and drag me down. They make me suffer more than before. That's all. Stop here today. Thank you, everyone. Let's go to lunch.